about being able to, once you get to a certain level and a certain point in your life, you gotta know, you know what, I ain't even trying to be around that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to deal with that. Even me moving to the South, it was kind of like, no disrespect to nobody. It's trouble everywhere. It's gangsters everywhere. But when I came here, it was kind of like, I made it. I got out the hood. I feel like I'm in the suburbs now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I try to get, try to get away from that shit if you can. You know what I'm saying? If it could be avoided, avoid it.
So Jay-Z mentioned that the most important thing is inspiration. Whenever inspiration does not find you, you must find it. Every human being has a genius level talent. What inspires you to originate Born Ready music?
What actually inspired me was just like the whole term Born Ready. That started from my brother Lance Stephenson, NBA player, the basketball player. Played professional ball. That's my bro. That's family. That's his name. That's what they call him since he been young. He been playing basketball since he was like 9 years old, and he was ready. He was playing with guys in the NBA since he was like 14. So they gave him that name in Rucker Park. So that was big for him. So we all bros, we all family. So it's like, they always know I did music in high school, be rapping, be battling, going crazy. So and we just transitioned like Born Ready. That's like basketball lane. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just start the Born Ready music. And that's what kind of started it going.
You actually have a single with Lance.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
so y'all was in the studio kicking or what? How that came about?
Like with us, we just like I said, we have fun. So it's kind of like when I did the Drip record, which is one of the most streamed records. Like I got 1 million streams on that record.
And that's off of Drip.
Drip Simba, yeah.
Right.
It was a big record. It was real big, like real big for me. So it was kind of like sound like us going that year 2018. I did that. All the fashion started coming out, like Supreme mixing with Louis Vuitton. It was a lot of, like a lot of different drip coming out. Obviously. Yeah, so I was like, man, drip, like, you know what I'm saying? And we just started, he like drip, I'm like drip. And we just ended up making it a record.
Now, did you executive produce that song?
Yeah, I definitely did too, yeah. Because I was kind of like, I did it, and then when he heard it, like, nigga, I'm about to get on that, you know what I'm saying? And he got on it, and then that shit just went up, you know what I'm saying? We got love from everybody, everywhere with that record.
I see your name is on a lot of the executive producing with your music. What motivated you to be hands-on with your music like that instead of having somebody else produce your music?
That's because I don't like being, nobody could make me do something. Like if I'm gonna do it, I have to do it. It gotta be done for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I look at myself like a P. Diddy, like I'm gonna get that done, I'm gonna do it. I can't be in studios sitting in niggas' faces and trying to, you know what I'm saying, come up with shit. I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it's just something, I like to do that I'm more hands-on with. I can't have nobody else doing, my work for me. So,
right.
And I enjoy recording myself and sitting off my sessions and just picking my own, and not somebody else controlling me like a label. I get to freelance with it and do what I want to do.
Almost like a trial and error too. So what were your challenges you faced in your early development of your music?
My challenges, for me, it was kind of, I would honestly say like, just trying to figure out which lane to stay in, because with my music, I can go into a melodic lane, I can do more, raps and more hip hop raps. So it's kind of like, sometimes, I don't know what to get at people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, at first I didn't know like how to come at them, because I got different, me being from New York and living in the South, I got different following and different people that like different things, you know what I'm saying? So I try to cater to everybody.
So what you like more though? Which sound did you kind of?
It's kind of like depending on the mood that I'm feeling. That's what I'm gonna go with. Like I just can't jump in the studio and just be like, I'm out to rap about some shit that, like I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? Like I might rap about some shit I went through, or if I leave the club and I go record, I got that club energy in me. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on how I feel in that moment.
Now being from the South, I can say that trap music is kind of, the South. Do you feel like that's true? Trap music
is the South. It does belong to Atlanta. It does belong to like kind of like the Midwesters. You know what I'm saying? So trap music, I honestly would get that to the South. I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now we have a Northerner that knows what's up.
That's a fact. I get flowers when it's due.
Favorite song that you worked on and released thus far?
My most favorite song I worked on, I released this fall, it gotta be Racks Now. That was the first single I ever put out. And it's crazy because next month, that single will be 3 years old. And it hit me like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, like time flies. I'm like, damn, time flies. So that gotta be the most, man. That one when I dropped it, it was like I had so much support on it, so much love, so much energy on it. I was just like, wow, I really could do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm already doing, club shit and all that. Everything just fell in place. And when I dropped it, everybody was reposting it, supporting it, like everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
But you show love to other people too, so it was kind of like a no-brainer because all love is reciprocated. So when you show love to other people, it was kind of like everybody was supporting it. Mm-hmm. To kind of take a turn a little bit, in your single Homicide, you mentioned the passing of your brother. How has your brother's passing changed your view on life?
Oh yeah, that song was definitely for my brother. He was killed in 2009. I was like 17, and it was a homicide. Of course it's unsolved, like not knowing who did it, what happened. Yeah.
Did it happen up north? Where you from?
It happened in Brooklyn. Yeah, it happened in New York. It was 2009. I had just moved down here. We just left him in September. He died the next month in October. So
you kind of had to.
Yeah.
From being down south, you had to go back up.
I had to go right back. Me and my moms, we had to go back to New York. I had to see it was a crazy situation. I still deal with that every single day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, that's something you can't ever.
Nah, it's not.
It's in the back of your head all the time.
Automatically, when I wake up and when I sleep, every day.
What outlets do you use to help cope with his passing? In the music.
This lifestyle I'm living right now, like I feel like everything I do, like he's with me, so he can't do certain things no more because he's not here with us. So when I'm partying, I'm drinking, you know what I'm saying, it's me getting fly. I got all that from him, you know what I'm saying? Me just knowing how to dress, me knowing how to deal with people, you know what I'm saying? And they just feel like I cope with it just by, being able to spend money, get fly, and just have a good vibe and a good time. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way, you know what I'm saying? I
really deal with it. Good.
Yeah, look good, you feel good.
So coming off of that, a rapper just had lost his life, 18Veno's. So for you being an OG in the game, I consider you to be.
Yeah.
What some advice would you want to give these younger cats out here?
I just tell them if you got an opportunity to get away from whatever you're doing, try to get away and get out. You know what I'm saying? RP 18Veno too. I found out last night, 12 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I didn't know if it was true. Social media is, they could have got it mixed up with somebody else. I text my bro Mantes. I'm like, yo, ain't no way. And he just sent back like the heartbreak emoji. But it's just about being there with it. Once you get to a certain level and a certain point in your life, you gotta know, you know what, I ain't even trying to be around that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to deal with that. Even me moving to the South, it was kind of like, no disrespect to nobody. It's trouble everywhere. It's gangsters everywhere. But when I came here, it was kind of like, I made it. I got out the hood. I feel like I'm in the suburbs now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I try to get, try to get away from that shit if you can. You know what I'm saying? If it could be avoided, avoid it. Yo, shout out to Relentless Humble Hustlers, my homegirl Dodger Star. I'm rocking with Shon Dollar. You know the vibes.